Hello everybody, and welcome to Kerbal's space program. Well, the demo for Kerbal space program anyway, because I don't have enough money to get the full version yet. This is sort of a do-it-yourself spaceship game kind of thing. So, yeah, let's start game. So, as you can see, these are all of the... Well, since this is a demo, there's probably more stuff, but there's a few different things here. Here at the tracking station, you can see all of these different things that you did. So we can zoom out here. This is one that I did where it's orbiting around the sun. This is another one where it's orbiting around the sun, and another one where it's orbiting around the sun. That's pretty much been my goal for some of these, is to try to orbit around the sun. So now we're going to make a spacecraft. Since this is the demo, unfortunately, I'm sorry I don't have the money to get the full version, but there are lots of more things in the full version than there are in this. So there's lots of more command pause and everything, but since this is what we've got, we'll just do that. What kind of rocket do we want to build? Well, I usually try to have like a smaller central rocket. Parachute. You always want a parachute, because if you don't, then you're in trouble. Put some of those on. Put some fuel tanks. Those, because why not? Put on some, what are those? Stack decouplers. Those basically just, when you press the button, they will come off so that you can have a few other rockets like this on there. So then when those run out of fuel, you can detach those, and then these ones will start going. So this will be our first rocket. I have no idea how far we will get with this, but we'll try it out anyway. Another thing that I like to use is the stability enhancers, which are quite helpful when you're trying to take off. So we'll have that. I have to get this all set up right. So I'll just cut to when I do that. So this is our spacecraft. We need to name it. What should we name it? USS Turtle, because why not? So we will launch in 3, 2, 1. So we are pretty much just about in space. Once we actually get into orbit, that's a good thing to check. We will be able to get our little spaceman outside of the ship so we can climb around it. So that's going to widen. Probably want to do it a little more than that. Let's try about there. Actually there. So now it'll straighten to that position. There we go. We're starting to get in orbit. Which is, well, currently our orbit is just to go up to this point and then go right down. But we will try to make sure that does not happen. This probably isn't going to be a very straight orbit at all. And those engines have stopped. Let's use this little one. And that will slowly make our orbit bigger. Now that's not moving very much. That's not a very good sign. If we move, say, that way, that might help. No, that is actually making us just go down. That's not a good thing. And we are officially in orbit around Kerbal. This is not anywhere near a straight orbit, so you can kind of look around space and everything and see the sun and the moon is somewhere, but we can't see it. So let's evacuate this guy. I do not want to press space because I've done that before and it didn't end very well. But you can also climb around the ship and everything, which is pretty cool, and then you can get back in it. I have no idea what we're going to do now, but yeah. Actually, let's go back. Let's end the flight and vehicle assembly building. So let's try and make this a bit bigger so that we can like fly off in some direction or something like that. Let's add more of these. So there's 4. Put one there. Put one there. And add some more rockets. And then here, try to connect these. Oh. It's kind of difficult to do sometimes. I cannot connect this at all. Yeah, there we go. So, there are some more rockets that we can use. Propulsion, engine, and another engine. And then let's put some stacked decouplers. So then let's put some big rocket things on here. This is not connecting smaller ones. That does not want to work. Why don't you want to work? What if we put a big one on there? Yeah, those will work fine. So if we do this, then they're pretty much the same way. So if I put like that, and then put some big engines on there, then we have a pretty big rocket. So have those. So, looks pretty good. Let's save and launch and clear the launch pad. Okay. So let's put the SAS module on once again. Put the throttle up all the way. Actually, we probably don't need to since there's so many rockets, so let's put it about halfway. Go. Detach. Somehow that's not enough power. Okay, so somehow that did not work. I guess this rocket must be too heavy or something. If we do that, there we go, now it's going up. Let's turn the throttle down a bit, because we probably don't need it going full speed until it starts to go downwards, which hopefully it won't. It looks like it might. Meteors are falling towards Earth. No, they aren't. So once those all run out, we will detach them. Okay, so some of the rockets have stopped working. And some of them are still going. We need to put it up to full throttle because this is starting to fall a little bit, just to keep it so that we don't plummet towards the ground. So we are now approaching space, which is pretty cool. That is not a good sign. That is a very bad sign. That is not good. That's an even worse sign. This is very bad. It's incredibly bad. Let's detach those. And oh my goodness, let's just use this. So apparently that wasn't a great idea. But we are now going up again. Sort of. Kind of going into not incredibly great direction, but we are going up, which is good. I don't think this rocket worked out any better than the other one. That was a pretty close call, I would say. Where's the other rockets that launched off of those? Are they just gone? I think they just went off somewhere into space and crashed into an alien world somewhere. technically this is an alien mode, so it might have crashed into us. That's not a very good thing. Okay, so those rockets have now run out. So we will now use this smaller one. And if we get this a bit straighter, maybe, like that, that might help us out a little bit. We are now quite a ways from the launch pad, that's the word I was looking for. But we are in space. We are getting quite a long ways away from the planet as well. What is that? The debris is apparently in orbit. So our orbit is currently to go down to here and then smash right into the planet, which is probably a very bad thing. Actually, let's turn that off. Let's speed time up 100 times, no more. 1,000 times. Let's do more than that. Okay, that's enough. I cannot see a thing. We are currently very close to the Earth. Coming down very, very quickly. So let's try to save this thing. I don't think that's gonna save this thing. I can see land. That is not good at all. Actually, let's try to get onto the land. I have never tried this before, so this will probably go very badly. So we are now going down pretty quickly. But we are getting close to the land, which is good. So we are now about 1,000 or so, whatever unit of measure that is. I would assume it's feet, it may not be. Okay, we are now very close. Let's put the parachute out. Hopefully it will give us a nice safe landing. Okay, so now our engine has completely run out, but the parachute is giving us a pretty safe landing, it looks like. We don't really need that. And it is quite a ways down to there, isn't it? So that has now exploded. Okay, so we are now about 50 feet or whatever from the land, and we have landed. I consider this a successful landing. Let's just get this guy out and let go. Something that I kind of like is that you can have him get out of the ship and walk around, which is pretty cool. So we will do one more small flight and then we will call it a day. Make a new rocket and that kind of thing. Actually, let's see if this works. This will probably go incredibly badly, but let's make a really tall rocket. So this is our rocket. Are you ready for this? It's a pretty big rocket. So let's do this. It is apparently night all of a sudden. Okay, so let's put, I don't believe I put an SAS module on this, which means this would go incredibly badly. But let's do this, and it's going up very slowly. It's going, well, it's going a little bit faster. It is now just going off in some direction. That's not very good, but we are going up, which is the direction that I was hoping we would go in. So we are now just going up and this way. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but we're going this way, the direction the smoke is going, I guess. now we are starting to turn in the other direction. This is what I get for not putting on an SAS module. It looks like we are about to turn to start plummeting towards the ground. That is run out. We will now use this one. This is probably the worst rocket I have ever built, since we're kind of going in a very bad direction. It seems like we are about to go down. Not the best thing to be happening, if you ask me. This is not going well at all. This is going to explode, isn't it? This is just going to explode. Alright, come on. Nope. Come on. And it is still going down. It's going up again. Yes. Okay, so... oh, great. So it was going back up. I think you can see how well that's going now. Evacuate this guy so that he is safe. Let's see how this... So that's probably gonna go and do something. Outcome: catastrophic failure. So he apparently went down a bit too hard and was killed. So that didn't go incredibly well, did it? Watch. Oh, and there goes the spaceship. So that didn't go quite as well as I had hoped it would. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more gaming videos and commentaries and reviews, and soon I think I will probably be doing some topic videos, so I will be talking about news and ideas that I come up with for games that are going to be coming out that I'm excited for, such as Batman Arkham Knight, Star Wars Battlefront, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day. Much unlike these little Kerbals.